Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we are looking at Victrix Miniatures, and particularly the range that they do of Greeks and Spartans. And in this episode, which is episode 4, we are looking at what I did over the last week. Now in the last episode we looked at a few things. We did a small unboxing of the Greek archers, and this week I've managed to get them painted, and yeah, just wanted to show them off. There's a few other things I want to show off, but yeah, let's get started. So I've got 12 of these guys. Unfortunately I didn't get the last guy done. He's still he's only got the flesh on at the moment. I was really trying to get him done in time, but it just wasn't feasible, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, here's the first 5. Really pleased how these came out, and I decided to try a few different colours on these guys because I'm doing them as Cretan archers, and they were hired by a lot of Greek states to fight in their army. They were in very high demand, and the reason is like an ordinary hoplite would take years and years of training, but one archer with one arrow could kill that man, and that's all that training gone. So these are really in high demand because they can shoot from a long range with very good accuracy. So yeah, I've just given them different colours to sort of represent that they are a gun for hire, if you like they've been paid to fight, and they don't have a particular uniform. But I chose the different blues and greys and whites because that is the Greek colours, so to speak. But yeah, really pleased how these guys came out. One thing I am going to change though, I think, is the colour of the bows. I'm not entirely happy with them, but besides that, I think they're really cool, and it's the first time I've been trying out some different blues to get an idea, and using contrast paints in particular. And yeah, they just work. I mean, there are a few things I've got to touch up, like I can see a blemish on his tunic in there, but otherwise, oh yeah, the heads. So in the set of Greek archers, you only got 2 types of heads. One is that, and the other one is a head with a hat on, which I didn't particularly like. So what I chose to do was give them one bare head from the Armoured Athenian set, and the rest of the guys have all got this type of helmet, which is also from the Armoured Athenian set, and I think it suits them quite well. But one thing I didn't realise, the actual face on this sculpt of helmet isn't really that good. I might have to try and get in there with a really detailed brush and pick out some features, but I really like the helmet, so I am pleased with that choice. But yeah, you can see the other set now. This is full set of 6, and like I said, there's a few different blues and greys. Yeah, and contrast paints just work really well with these because of all the folds and the robes, and just little details like that. So I think I will get some more of these guys eventually. Yeah, I had a lot of fun painting them. Now the next thing I want to show off is, obviously in my last video I put up a little question to you guys to see what type of blue would suit the Athenians better, and most of you guys said the dark blue, which I was leaning to anyway, and I'm pretty pleased with the choice, to be honest. I think they stand out a lot more, and a lot more imposing. And also you can see I've chosen to give them these transfers, which are very nice. Now there is a few folds in it, but don't worry, I've got some microsol. I'll just show a bottle of that. It's this stuff here, which is very, very good, and that should decrease the folds. And also, to take the shine off, I will be varnishing all my miniatures in matte varnish at some point. And I highly recommend that if you're using contrast paints, because they do rub off quite easily. But yeah, there's one guy in here that hasn't got a shield. I'll just bring these up so you can see some of the designs. But yeah, there's one guy on here which doesn't have a shield, and I thought it'd be a good idea to show how to actually apply these transfers, because they're a little bit tricky, but nothing too difficult. So I've got a shield here in front of me, and also one of the transfers which I've cut out, and on the back, I don't know if you can see that, but I've scored it vertically, horizontally and diagonally each way, and at the very top I put a little dot, and the reason is for that is so that I can line it up with where I want it on the shield. So I want it like that, basically. So what you do is you have a piece of clear plastic on top of this transfer. You just peel it off, and you get your shield, line up the dot with where you want it. And you have to be very careful here. But once you've got it in place, you push down all around and thoroughly, especially on the edges. And once you're happy with that, you just get a brush and some water and start applying the water to the paper back of the transfer. Apply it all over and be generous. And what will happen is, in a few seconds, this paper will come off. It will just start sliding off. Right. So yeah, you just slide it off and then press down all over, especially on the edges, to get rid of those folds. And as simple as that. For a great design, very easy to apply. Yeah, really chuffed with these. One thing I will note is if you're using, for instance, some of these ones where the colours are different, you know, they're not all gold, it does recommend painting whatever you're applying these to a base coat of white first, and then put these on. But with the gold ones, it said to use a light gold, but I just used Retributor Armour from Games Workshop, and yeah, very happy with it. Now I have to say that next week I don't think I'll be able to put a video out because I have a few family commitments, so I apologise for that in advance, but hopefully I will be able to, but I can't promise it. But I will tell you what I'm working on next, and that is probably going to be the bases and the rest of my Athenians. I have another 8. You're probably thinking, why haven't I started the mercenary force, which I've talked about in a few of these videos? And that is because I've been waiting for something to come in the post before I start building the mercenaries, and it will all make sense in a future video. so just bear with me on that. But yeah, I have lots of plans and lots in store to come. So yeah, sorry I haven't got much to show off today, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I've had a blast painting all these miniatures, they're really fun. And yeah, just want to say thank you for all the feedback, comments, likes, subscriptions. You guys have been fantastic, and it really motivates me to carry on. But yeah, I can foresee myself painting for quite a while with these guys because they are really, really fun. But anyway, that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.